I.S.U.P.K.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 4. O Lord Almighty, thou God of Israel.
Thou God of who?
Thou God of Israel.
Every nation on earth.
Of Israel.
Chinese.
Of Israel.
The white people.
Israel.
The Asians.
Israel.
The Arabs.
Israel.
The Africans.
Israel.
That you see that he said, oh God of who?
Israel.
It's Baruch chapter 3 and verse 4. It's in the Bible. O God of Israel, read.
Hear now.
Do what?
Hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites.
Hear now what?
The prayers of the dead Israelites.
You got to hear it. Listen, you know your forefathers are turning in their grave, so to speak, every time you smoke a cigarette. Right. Every time you fire up a blunt. Every time you do heroin. Every time you smoke the crack pipe. Every time you pop a molly. Every time you on that serve. The forefathers that you had got lynched, man. Because they thought you could do better. You doing them a disservice. And I pray that the Lord hear their prayers. Why? Because they wanted to get the hell out of slavery. Right. Niggas today, we want to stay in America. Nigga, America ain't where we from, bro. I know you like to think you from Chicago. Nigga, you not from Chicago. I know you like to think you from Alabama. Nigga, Mississippi, you not. We from Israel. We from the land of Israel. Right. We really a Middle Eastern people. Not Africans. We really a Middle Eastern people. Right. You understand? We left. Don't swear. Give me Babylon and Timbuktu.
I said, how did we end up on
I'm going to show you. That's why I told him, give me Babylon and Timbuktu. I'm going to show you right now. I'm going to show you how we got here. And then give me 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 54. I'm going to show you how the so-called Hispanics and Native Indians got here too. So-called Hispanics, Native Indians, and Negroes, and West Indians, we all the same race. We make up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Which is why the oppressor put a language barrier in front of us, put religion in front of us, gave us the culture that they felt like they was comfortable with us having, and then put us in the same damn ghettos and threw money out in front of us and we got to fight for it. Threw drugs out in front of us and we got to fight for that now. And then over a period of time, you hate Mexicans. Mexicans hate you. You hate Puerto Ricans. Puerto Ricans hate you. And you hate your own damn brother. So caught up on colorism that you would have thought just because he light-skinned with some slick hair, he ain't your family. I'll tell you something. The scriptures say that the Lord said that his inheritance, meaning the nation of Israel, is unto him as a speckled bird. A speckled bird comes in many shapes and sizes and colors and textures. I know Native American Indians right now from his same tribe, my color with my type hair. Right. Same tribe. He from the Pueblo Indians. Same tribe, dark skin, just like me with woolly hair, and then you got them light skin like that. Let me help you. Let me help you real quick before I get this. Ethiopians all know that they Ethiopians, right? You got dark skinned Ethiopians with nappy hair, and then you got light skinned Ethiopians with so-called good hair. But they ain't caught up on colorism. They know you Ethiopian, I'm Ethiopian. We the same race. Right. And America only is where they teach us this colorism and divide, You hear what I'm saying? And I'm going to show you how we got into Africa. Show you how we got there. And where we came from. And how we got to America. Read.
Babylon and Timbuktu in the year 65 BC.
What page you reading from so the brother know in case you want to go research it. Read.
Babylon and Timbuktu, page 84. In the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem.
Did what?
Captured Jerusalem.
So, some 30 plus years before Christ was born. This is during the Hasmonean dynasty. This is where the Maccabees was serving underneath the Greeks. It's history lessons that everybody need to know. If you wanted to know, we teach free classes every damn week. We teach free classes about real Black and Hispanic Native Indian history, not that garbage that they give you in Chicago public schools. Really?
In 70 AD.
What year?
In 70 AD.
Now Christ is born now. Now this is 70 AD. 70 years after Christ died. He was born, died, all that. Here's what happened. Read.
General Vespasian.
This is a known Greek. This is a known Roman. You understand? Who looked like Donald Trump.
Right.
General Vespasian. And you can find this in history. All you got to Google General Vespasian and Titus. Read.
And his son, Titus.
There you go. Read.
Put an end to the Jewish state.
Meaning they came to our city and they demolished our city. They made war and sieged our city. Read.
With great slaughter.
With what?
With great slaughter.
You know how they killing niggas today. Same way. Pull over. Hey, what you got in your pocket? What you got on it? Oh, hold, wait. Put your hands up. Oh, it's a cell phone, but you got killed. Same thing, man. Read.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, that's something else you got to research. Y'all got these smartphones now. All you got to do is Google it. You ain't really even got to go to a library no more. Read.
Many outrages and atrocities were committed.
Many outrages and atrocities like Negroes getting hung on trees. Them raping your women. Sound familiar? Yeah. Starving you out. Sound familiar? Read.
Were committed against the residue of the people.
Against the residue of the people, meaning what was left of the people. Read.
Now,
where they was at, they was in Jerusalem. This is in the Middle East, brother. You hear me? This is the Middle East. We was in Jerusalem. Read.
During the period from Pompey to Julius.
From the period from Pompey, who was a known Roman emperor, to Julius, who was a known Roman emperor. From that period right there. Read.
It has been estimated that over 1 million Jews.
Over how many?
Over 1 million Jews.
That's just over 1 million Jews. You understand? Did what?
Fled into Africa.
What they do?
Fled into Africa.
Right.
That's how the Jews got into Africa. What did they look like? Read.
Fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery.
Listen, back in the day we were running from being slaves. We ain't never want to be a slave. We free people. Why would you want to be a slave? In America today, we allow ourselves to be slaves to the drugs and the systems and the religions that they give us. The divisions that they set in front of us give us a little handout and we ready to stab our brother in the face over some damn Jordans, man. Over some damn drugs. Read, huh? That ain't the case? I understand. I said Christianity. It's about this. It's about what?
It's about being disrespected, bro.
Being disrespected? Oh man, okay, I understand. Well, this book right here shows you how to be a brother to another brother. If you don't want to get disrespected, won't you learn? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you, bro.
This is what I'm saying. Like assume that we don't know these. Everybody over here don't know these things, but that's not true.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
What you know then?
What I'm saying, it ain't about what I know right now, but what I'm saying, because I keep kind of going back to that about the drug thing. I was the only one that kind of made a commotion over here about that. But
I wasn't here.
When I had made that commotion over here about that, it was about being disrespectful.
I wasn't here.
I'm not a drug
Did you see me
addict,
here?
If I want to stop, I can stop. A drug addict can't stop, bro.
Nah, you can't stop it if you want to stop.
Bro, if I want, yes, I can.
Can you prove it?
Bro, if I
Prove
want,
it.
bro, it's done.
It's done? How am I know? If I never
it ain't
see
about
it
what
again?
you know. It's about what I know.
But you said you
Off the
can
strip of me
prove it.
saying it, it's done.
Nah, I don't honor that, bro.
You ain't gotta honor my
You
words,
understand?
brother. You don't gotta honor.
I know. But what would make me honor it, if you was really real, if you was really real about it, you see that number on that flyer that they gave? You see that number? You will come around, you will come amongst men who don't do drugs. Come kick with us, then. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Off the strip, though, that was mad disrespectful, bro. To you, bro.
Listen.
Calling me a drug addict, bro, and you calling all of the people in the neighborhood drug addicts.
That's what we should do. That's what we should do. But if don't nobody ever tell you that you're a drug addict, you stay on the damn drugs.
Is weed not a herb?
It is.
Right, so it's a drug too though, right?
Let me ask you a question. Is poison ivy a herb?
I wouldn't know that.
It is.
I know about weed because I smoke weed.
You know about weed because America wants you to know about weed.
No, I know about weed because I smoke.
Listen, you grew up in America.
If I intake it in my system, I'm gonna go research.
I understand.
Right, so
well, guess what?
What I'm asking you, because you said it's a drug, and you said you told me that's a drug, so I'm asking you, I thought it was an herb.
It was an herb.
And the Bible itself says that the herb is
no sweat. Let me ask you another thing. Let me ask you another question. What makes Tylenol? How do they make aspirin?
A herb and some chemicals.
Right.
A herb and some chemicals.
Right. How about cocaine? Where it come from?
Cocaine is an herb.
It come all right.
It's a plant.
But is there a way that you can abuse something and not use it for medicine?
You can abuse anything. Too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
That's what I'm telling you. But that's what I'm saying. The way you abuse marijuana is to smoke it. The way tobacco isn't meant to be smoked.
What is it meant to be?
It's meant to be an ointment. It's meant to relieve you from snake bites and bug bites and stuff like that. Bee stings and stuff like that. It's not meant for you to smoke it. Marijuana is not meant for you to smoke it.
And where did that come from in the Bible? Can you read that part?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you read that part that says we're not supposed to smoke?
Yeah, I will. Hold on, let me finish this and then I'll get straight to that.
Right.
I promise you I will.
Right.
Wait.
The slave markets were full of black.
What?
The slave markets were full of black.
What?
Were full of black.
The slave markets were full of what?
Black Jewish slaves.
That's the slave markets in America were the same people who fled in 70 AD from Jerusalem who were black Jews. Always been black. The president of Iran said, how the hell did the Israelites leave Jerusalem black and then come back white?
Right.
The Negroes in America, we the real Jews.
Right. That's
Period.
I believe that.
You understand?
Right. Proverbs chapter 14, verse 12. There is a way we seem it right unto a man.
Now, before I get down to the scripture that I know you want, I want to break it to you. Proverbs 14, I'm at 12 right now. We're going to get down to 27 in a minute. I mean to 17 in a minute, all right? Read.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
Selling drugs and doing drugs. And not just that, being in Christianity, voting in America, all of that. It seems right to a man, but the end thereof is death. We've been voting in America for I don't know how long. Fighting their armies for I don't know how long. This ain't just about drug dealing and drugs. You see what I'm saying? This is about now. I understand, but listen, what our job is to do is to come out here and show our people their transgressions against the Lord. And it is a sin to be a drug addict. And we do want to tell everybody out here that if you a drug addict, the shit is bad. If you understand? You can't do that and still ask for freedom at the same time. It's like saying Black Lives Matter, but you're killing yourself. Right. You understand? It's the same thing. These people who oppress us don't give a damn about Black Lives Matter until Black lives actually really matter to black people. And the only way it can really matter to black people is if we stop selling and doing drugs with each other. And we get out the gang, stop gang banging against each other, stop shooting each other, stop letting our women be whores. You understand? And let this noise pass. You understand that the only reason that black women are on the stripper pole is because black men created a market for it.
Proverbs 16, verse 25.
16 and 25, read.
There is a way that seemeth right unto a man.
Go ahead.
But the end thereof are the ways of death.
We don't try to join this nation. We think it's the right thing to do, but we die from doing it. So we need to stop. You understand? The whole definition of retardation is to keep doing something over and over and over and over again, thinking you're going to get the same results. We retarded. Read.
Verse 26. He that laboreth for himself.
Now this is where it's getting to. He that labor for himself. What's that labor that he doing? A man who sells drugs. Let me tell you something. Selling drugs ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new under the sun. We were selling drugs back in the day. You understand? A man who laboreth in selling drugs, read.
He that laboreth for himself.
He ain't doing it for his family. He ain't doing it for his children. He ain't doing it for his people. He's selling drugs for himself. So he can cop the new joint. So he can get the new whip. He can get the new shoes. All that. That's what he doing, man.
For his mouth craving it of him.
What?
For his mouth craving it of him.
Because really, he got the appetite to do this. His family didn't say, hey, go sell drugs so you can get us out the ghetto. He craved that of himself. Why? Because he wanna look like he's successful in America. He wanna drive the good cars and wear all the good jewelry and have sex with all the women and do all. That's why he's doing it. Because he craved it for himself. Read.
27. An ungodly man.
Hey, what?
An ungodly man.
An ungodly man. Read.
Digging up evil.
He does what?
Digging up evil.
And that's why I asked you earlier about them other herbs. And I asked you where all these other medicines come from. Aspirin comes from the willow tree. You understand? The cocaine comes from the coca plant. Marijuana comes from the cannabis plant. You understand? All these other things, tobacco comes from the ground. The ungodly man is gonna dig it up evil, meaning when he dig this plant up, he got evil intentions. Right. You understand? Not like I would. Like, here's something you didn't know about me. I was actually, when I lived on the West Coast, I actually was a medical marijuana grower. You understand? I made RSOs for cancer patients, teas for people who had insomnia and stuff like that. But in my wickedness, I was also selling the weed to people to smoke. Didn't know no better. You understand? But yeah, it can be used as a herb to heal the body. But it can also be abused if you got the intentions on abusing it. Smoking it.
So it's the
I'm gonna show you right here.
So it's the intentions of a man.
Yeah, it's the intentions of the man, because obviously the plant, the Lord put it here, every herb and every plant, medicine.
That's right.
Not to abuse and get high off of.
That's right.
Meaning getting high ain't the medicine. Medication doesn't, it's not the purpose of keeping you.
That's what I'm trying to ask you. You said getting high is not the medicine. Then, you know, where does it say that that's not it?
I'm gonna get it to you. I got you. I'm just right now just elaborating on the scripture so that before I get to the next part, it'll be real clear to you. You understand? Meaning, okay, opium, right? Opium, you also dig up opium because it's a plant that comes out the ground. It's out the ground. If a man gets shot, it's probably good to give him some opium so he can get his mind off the pain. You see what I'm saying? If a man gets shot, he on Vicodin, something like that, Dilaudid or something, I don't know. But for a time, you understand? While his body heals, he don't got to deal with the pain. But once you heal, let that go, man. And don't sell it to other people, because you know that they'll love the fact that you feel like that they want to feel like you too. You see what I'm saying? That's when you start abusing the drug, right? So read.
And in his lips.
And what?
And in his lips.
Now you're thinking about. I want to know what you hear when he read the scripture. Read it from the top where it says, an ungodly man. Read.
Come on, God. Proverbs 16:27. An ungodly man digging up evil.
He dug up the weed, he dug up the crack, he dug up all this. Read.
And in his lips.
And in his what?
And in his lips.
Read.
There is as a burning fire.
There is what?
There is as a burning fire.
What is this scripture describing right now?
Say that part one more time.
Read it again.
One more time.
And in his lips, there is as a burning fire.
What in your mind? What do you hear? You a spiritual man, because you an Israelite in your blood. And once he do this, he did what?
He put it to his lips.
He put it to his lips, and at the end of that is what? What's that burning fire? What we call that today? A cherry. A cherry at the end of your whatever you smoke. Burning fire is what you got to do to inhale whatever it is that you dug up. It's talking about smoking. It's talking about an ungodly man who'll take this medicine that the Lord gave him and smoke it. You see what I'm saying? Not a wise man, not a just man. And I know it seems right, but it's wrong. It's talking about smoking, and I'm gonna have him read it again so maybe you can get it. Read.
An ungodly man diggeth up evil, and in his lips there is as a burning fire.
Whenever I smoked, I know it was at the end of my blunts, and when I put it to my lips and I smoked it, all you saw was the fire. You saw that cherry. I was smoking.